morning. The waiting is almost over as Merseyside gets set to walk in the footsteps of giants. Royal Deluxe is staging the final Giants show on both sides of the Mersey.
A little bit parky down here on the waterfront in Wirral, you're right, but I tell you what, the Giants will be warming us up pretty soon.
It's been a giant love affair spanning a decade. First, a massive spider.
It's a collective experience of theatre and just doing something together, sharing something you'll never have again.
Then a little girl and her dog. And a diver.
Good to see you tonight when we finally met up. It's great to see.
It's when they finally met at the end. It's just dead sad.
And a wise old grandmother telling stories from the past.
Really nice to commemorate the 100 years since the First World War. I've seen nothing like this before. Never.
It takes 110 performers from Royal Deluxe to stage a show like this. 400 volunteers and 94 Lilliputians. They're the people who move the giants. And one man from Wirral has been lucky enough to join them. Not once, but 3 times.
By the end of your run, your elbows are aching, your stomach is aching because you have to lift your knees when you're jumping. You're operating on fumes by the end of it. That's why the crowd reaction is just so important.
You're being parachuted into a tight team who've travelled all around the world together. Do you get integrated quite quickly?
They said, you're English and we're French, but as far as we're concerned, we're all one family. They've done all sorts of things. They've had a ping pong tournament running. During the lunch break, several of the Lilliputians got together from one of the giants, and one of them had a ukulele, one had a guitar, one had a cheese grater and a spoon, and they were doing like a little skiffle group, and everybody was joining in. It's like sort of what you would imagine running away to join the circus for a couple of weeks would be like.
At the heart of all of this is Jean-Luc. What's he like?
Jean-Luc, I would say, is a force of nature.
Jean-Luc Coco is the magic maker. It's been a difficult decision to make this his last giant performance ever.
I've been making giants for about 25 years. The media only knows giants through Royal Deluxe, but they do not know the range of different shows that we produce. There comes a time when you need to question your own artistic journey.
The contrast between the public and private man couldn't be greater.
Do not think of me as a happy man. I am not. Maybe that is the reason I have a dog and I live alone. My life is one of great solitude.
So, what drives this creative director?
Being able to share beautiful moments, if we can. It only lasts a moment. Our time on this planet is very, very short.
Here in Nantes, Jean-Luc and his team create those moments. Behind closed doors, they weave their magic to tell stories on a huge scale. Poets, inventors and stuntmen, his company commands a world stage. They've played in front of 25 million spectators in 172 cities. For the audience, a chance to stop and look at things differently.
People, normally, they never look up on the sky. We are always looking in front or down. And when the public looks the little giants, and you see your city in another way also.
In his own words, Jean-Luc may not be a happy man, yet his artistry creates happiness.
To Jean-Luc, I'm writing to you to say thank you for making these magical stories come to life. I'm now 10 years old and each day I wonder what you will bring out next. Thank you for bringing this smile to my face. I will never forget the magic that you brought to the streets of Liverpool. Well, I decided to write this letter because of how much I love him, and I just thought it's nice to thank him because of what he's done.
Does this inspire you to think that you could do things like that?
Yeah, I really like to think that because I always wanted to be, like, just know that I could do something and make people happy, like Jean-Luc made me happy.
And Fern's not the only one.
They had the cheer go up from the crowd. They couldn't help having a smug grin on their face.
especially when I look round and I thought, this is where I grew up, and seeing this event actually happening here, an event of world interest, and it's happening here on New Brighton Beach. It's brilliant.
He's a massive. He's the biggest little boy giant I've ever seen.
The logistics behind it are just unbelievable.
I came all the way up from Herefordshire just to see it.
I am really lost for words. It's just totally amazing.
Lilliputians are jumping up and down to make his legs move up and down, and we're being followed by throngs of people. The little girl giant in her beautiful green dress, well, that's hanging on the washing line, so perhaps a hint of her is here. Here we go. Head back. Down the hatch. There you go.
Oh, so sad.
Why?
So nostalgic to think they're not coming back. What they can top this with, God knows. I really don't know.
What a theatre company. Brilliant.
So we've come to the end, the final day. What has this experience been like for you?
Oh, amazing and exhausting. When we finished the first day, I thought, crikey, I've got 2 whole days to go. And now we're on the final day, and it's like it's just gone by like that.
What will be a lasting memory of all of this?
When we were on the Strand by the Liver buildings and just seeing that sea of faces, I mean, we were all looking at each other and we were all sort of elbowing each other and going, look out there, we're never going to see this again. I don't know when I'm going to see another event like that.
And Jean-Luc had one more surprise in store.
It's the little girl that captured our hearts for the first time when she came for the Sea Odyssey. Liverpool's favourite little girl giant is back.
Absolutely beautiful. I was nearly in tears. A bit overwhelmed with it all. I think she's been so desperate to see you again.
They said it's the end, but one never knows.
To be here for this weekend has truly been something special. The Giants have brought so much to this city. Culturally, absolutely. Economically, yes, of course. But the greatest connection has been the emotional connection. This is a weekend that the people here will never, ever forget. Oh, how sad to see them go. Now, if you've anything you'd like us to